this game against St Helens. St Helens ensconced in 4th place in Super League. They can't go any higher, they can't go any lower, but they will come out with true grit and passion, as always, from Ian Millward's side. St Helens line up, number 1, Paul Wellens, called into the Great Britain squad today. 5, Darren Albert. 3, Martin Gleeson. 4, Paul Newlove. 19, Adi Gardner. 6, Jason Hooper, and a scrum half, number 7, Sean Long. The forwards for Saints: 26, Keith Mason. 9, Kieran Cunningham. 10, Barry Ward. 32, Willie Talau, and number 12, John Stankovic, and completing the pack, Darren Smith. And the Rhinos led out by captain Kevin Sinfield, who celebrates his 22nd birthday today. They lean up, number 21, Richie Mathers. 2, Mark Calderwood. Number 18, playing his first game at centre for Leeds against his hometown club, Gary Conley. 4, Keith Senior. 1, Francis Cummins. 7, Rob Burrow, and number 14, Andrew Doonham. The forwards for Leeds: 17, Wayne McDonald. 9, Matt Diskin. 10, Barry McDermott. 11, Dave Furner. Number 3, coming into the pack to replace Matt Adamson, is Chris McKenna. And loose forward and captain Kevin Sinfield, number 13. Well, Sean Long will kick off. Tonight's referee, Richard Sherwood, tells the St Helens players to stay behind the kicker. He signals we're underway, and a high kick gets this match underway. Barry McDermott runs at Barry Ward. Ward, who this week said he'll be retiring at the end of the season. He'll want to go out on the highest possible stage with St Helens. This is Wayne McDonald, former St Helens player, joined the Rhinos from Knowsley Road. Dave Furner drives it up. 28 out from his own line. Diskin to McKenna. McKenna powering up the middle, tackled by Keith Mason. Diskin to McDermott. Bumps off the initial tackle of Darren Smith and only manages to crab across field. This is the last tackle. Sinfield takes it outside the 40. Late challenge by Darren Smith. No real harm done, and Paul Wellens collects.
Yes, Wellens for the Saints brings it up, and as Phil said, it's a crucial game. Leeds need to win them both. The Pie Eaters need to win them both. Obviously, I mean, if Leeds win them both, they're already in second place, so they can't be touched. But 2 tough games. One here at Headingley. Hull are at Wigan tonight, and I think Hull will do Wigan some damage. And obviously Phil hopes they do. But Cunningham, Mason, just has to halt his run. Solid tackling, just inside Leeds territory. Jason Hooper in at standoff this evening, puts it downfield.
Kicking early from St Helens, targeting Francis Cummins. Hooper collects the Leeds winger. This is Mathers. Great boost for him, his coach putting him in the fullback shirt. Diskin finds Sinfield. Gleeson up quickly on his Great Britain teammate, flicks it back to Furner. Furner tackled by Cunningham, driven backwards. McDermott had to take it standing still, couldn't get a good charge, but makes good yards after the initial hit. Diskin to Burrow in the starting lineup tonight in place of Danny Maguire. No doubt we'll see Maguire at some point. Mess of the play, the ball from McDonald, but Burrow manages to get away and gets a decent kick in between Albert and Wellens.
Yes, and once again, a successful set of 6. Leeds play it well, put it up the middle. Wellens fed it, slipped it to Albert. Now Saints moving up, Gardner coming infield. Both sides obviously coming off a loss. Leeds by that 1 point, as Phil said. And Saints, even though I don't think the scoreline reflected the game at Knowsley Road, Saints made mistakes and were punished for it, like any decent side does. Good offload by Smith to Cunningham. Long comes through on the diagonal. Long over the halfway line. Good tackle by Calderwood. Quick play, the ball wanted by Saints. Cunningham out of the blocks. Calderwood in again. Last one of this sequence now. The game just livening up early minutes. 3 minutes gone, no score. The ball kicked through.
Mathers showing the experience he's learned under the tutelage of Gary Conley, just allowing the ball to come to him rather than snatching at the bouncing ball. Senior powers out of the tackle by Cunningham. Diskin, dummies, finds McDermott. He's collected in the middle of the field. Suicide pass there from Matt Diskin. Just lost the momentum on the drive. This is McKenna. Struggled to make an impact last week at Odsall. Can certainly see more of the ball in the second row. This is McDonald. Saints ferocious in defence. Leeds penned inside their own 40. Sinfield. Wellens guarding against the 40-20, but collects it inside his 20.
Yes, the tackling has to be firm and hard from both sides this evening. Nothing will be given, will it? And Wellens took a knock there. Gardner juggles with it. But he's back in the starting line now. Wellens just took a knock there. Hooper. Will it allow? That looked a bit high. The referee moves in quickly. Chris McKenna. Perhaps he was just taken off guard as Talau came through on the diagonal. Didn't seem a lot in it, but he's asked to keep these tackles low. And I'm sure the big Western Samoan Talau will not bother that and shrug that off. Penalty, first penalty there. Not finding touch.
Great play there. Tremendous play by Richie Mathers, keeping the ball in, flicking it back to Mark Calderwood. And Sean Long will be ruining that. But superb play by the Leeds fullback. This is Wayne McDonald. Charge up, gets the offload away to Diskin. Over the top to Duneman. First time he's really seen the ball. McKenna, tackled by Garner, gets the ball back to Duneman. Duneman, over the 40. Good work by Leeds. Connolly. Comes off the heel of Barry McDermott. Rob Burrow picks up. Leeds lose 15 metres on the charge, but keep possession. Duneman going round the back, still going backwards, finds Sinfield. On to Ferner. Ferner has Senior outside him. Senior, inside ball to Cummins, and Cummins had tracked inside. Senior thought his wingman was still outside him. Confusion on the main stand side. Great break. All for nothing.
Yeah, quick hands, Phil, wasn't it? It should have paid dividends. He had the break, maybe a one-man overlap, but the ball went into touch. Head and feet to the Saints after that break, and Leeds always the team that can break the tackle and then let the ball go, and they do it with regular today. And Saints have got to watch this. They've got to have one man down below, one man up the top to hopefully stop the ball being released. But it's Saints that have the possession. Round 27, Super League 8. You're with Mike on video with Phil Daly and Ron Hoof here at Headingley. Danny's your cameraman. We bring you uninterrupted coverage of all tonight's game. No score at present. Saints are pressing. Hooper, can he find the gap? Last one of this set of 6. Will it go to the earth? It's blindside. Talau. Smith! Smith's in for the try! Darren Smith, after 7 minutes, puts on the power play, in for his 15th try of the season. And that took Leeds by surprise. 7 minutes have elapsed. It all looked well covered. I don't think Leeds were expecting that, Phil. Saints on the blind side, typical Saints ploy, and Darren Smith in for the 4-pointer. Yeah, well played by the Saints on the blind side. Take the lead for a change. A lot of the times this season we've gone behind points early on, but Smith, a bloke, a player there in the veteran stages of his career, but I don't think he'll be at Nosey Road next season. As far as I know, nothing's been sorted out. He's one hell of a good player. He's not played State of Origin for the number of times that he has. Without that, Long, he's bob on. Long puts it between the uprights. Saints take the lead and, well, extend the lead to 6-0. Great break in obviously a break through the Leeds defence. They've both been quite watertight up to then, but Saints took it on the power play, on the sixth tackle, on the blind side, and it paid the dividend. Leeds to kick off, deep kick. Helens underneath it again. Smith, the try scorer, just coming back into the action, and Saints spread it along the line. Barry Ward. Saints still a little lightweight in the pack, but Barry Ward will bolster that up a bit. Mason. Hit, spin. Gary Connolly, one of the tacklers, in blindside again. Talau, breakthrough. Newlove was there looking for the return pass inside. It wasn't coming. Cunningham away. Saints are playing quick. Play the ball. Hooper dragged to the earth. Last one of this sequence now. Long again. Jabs it downfield. Mathers, will he be able to take it? Does he have to play it? Oh, that's... He didn't get a touch there, Phil. That looked a bit close.
Yeah, keeping his cool. Kevin Sinfield takes a quick tap over the 30-metre line. Burrow picks up, finds Senior, leads it, looking to get a roll on. Senior, great break up to the halfway line. Diskin down the main stand side, flicks the ball back to Senior. Senior, Rob Burrow in his way, slips on the turf. Sinfield running at the line, flat ball, finds McKenna. McKenna back to Mathers. Mathers switches inside. Mathers running at the fullback. Referee's gone down. Rob Burrow finds Duneman. Duneman checks back to the south stand side, looking for runners, finds Chris McKenna. It's come off of St Helens' hand. It's another set of 6. Well, did he play at that? The referee judges so. Didn't look like it from up here. Connolly to Mathers. Leeds just need to keep their cool here. Great field possession. Their execution last week was what cost them dear. McDonald flicks it back. This is Burrow, slips. Smith makes the simple tackle. McDermott to Sinfield. Sinfield running at the line. Finds Furner. Furner cut down. 5 metres short. Diskin. Flat ball. Finds McDonald. McDonald can't hold on to it. And St Helens have the chance to attack. But he's going to call it back for the forward pass. Scrum down. Head and feed St Helens.
Yeah, thanks Phil. Good break by Mathers there, middle field. Saw the gap, went for it. Saints were backpedaling, but they managed to hold firm. The tackling did the job. Now they've got to come the full length. Leeds will be penalised for offside there, for breaking out of the pack while the ball was still held in. Let's see if Sean Long can find touch this time. He does. Not a great deal of distance, but at least it's over the whitewash. Stankovic. A wrestle to the ground. Saints bring it centre field. Mason juggles with it, takes it down, brought down on the 40. Blindside again. Cunningham. Inside ball. Stankovic the man on the return pass. Still quick from the play of the ball, and that's what it's got to be. Leeds benefiting with an extra set of 6 there when the Saints player had gone in for the ball. It's a bad rule that where he's deemed. Well, Calderwood has to play it. Taken down. Oh, that's a speculator, isn't it? And he's just got out of jail. Oh, the referee said he's gone on over the dead ball line, I think there, Phil, because he actually brought it back in the field of play, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he's saying that Richie Mathers stepped out, but he originally looked like he'd signalled he hadn't stepped out, but then has changed his mind when Richard Silverwood's come over to him. So this is a great field position now for St Helens to capitalise and build on their 6-0 lead.
Yeah, Calderwood just judging that it might have rolled over. It didn't. He had to play it, fed it back inside. Saints now with another chance, another set of 6. 40 metres from the Rhinos line, in the lead by 6 points to 0, and Saints keep the ball alive with Mason. Straightened it up, puts it back to Hooper. Saints spreading it about like we know the Saints can. We know Leeds can shovel it about a bit as well, but they've not had a chance yet. Cunningham, good tackle, he gets the ball away to Stankovic. Stankovic, 5 metres from the line, puts it out. Saints keep it alive. Leeds on the rack. Long drive in. It's with Hooper. Cries for a forward pass from the south stand. Cunningham, Smith again, can he touch down? He's within the whisker of scoring. Yes, that must be a try. Cunningham, the man from acting half, and the Leeds line is breached again. A further 7 minutes into the game, 14 gone, Cunningham in for his 10th. And that's going to be an easy one. Leeds caught there, Phil. They should have had the, I'm saying they should have stopped Cunningham, but he's very powerful at that range.
Well, a massive hole open up there for Kieran Cunningham. You can't give an opportunity like that to an average scrum after the hooker. But the world's best hooker, he spotted that and was straight over, saw the gap, the power, the strength of Kieran Cunningham. He's heading back to his best. It's great news for St Helens. It's great news for Great Britain. It's terrible news for the Leeds Rhinos.
Well, it is tonight, and obviously there'll be somebody keeping an eye on the Sky telly, because they'll be getting the score from here on the Sky, which is the Huddersfield-Warrington game, and the Wigan game there at JJB, where Hull are the visitors. They'll be keeping a close eye on that, knowing, as Long pops that one over for his 107th goal of the season, that if Leeds get beat tonight and Wigan win, there's going to be Skinner and you know what flying next week, when Leeds are at Hull, aren't they, Phil, and Wigan are at Cass. I think so. Watch this space, hold on to your hats. Darren Smith been replaced. Deep kick-off again by the Rhinos and loose play. Mason just drops on it. Very fortunate there. Took a knock after that loose ball. Ward again. Bounces off. Chris Feathers on for the Rhinos. Just can't see who's come on for the Saints just at present. But it's Helens. Breaks through. Is that Danny Ward? Yeah, Danny Ward's on as well. Yeah. And two good changes there. Two good replacements. Long again. Puts it down centre field. Mather should get it.
It bounces wickedly away. Francis Cummins collects it. Takes it into centre field. Tackled by Gleeson. Good work there from the Leeds winger. Senior to Mathers. Sinfield now, up over the 20-metre line, spins in the tackle, well tackled by Keith Mason. Diskin finds Ward, Ward running at Ward. Danny takes on Barry. Diskin to Feather, Feather charging up, looked like a high shot there initially from Cunningham, but across the shoulders. Burrow over the 40-metre line, kicks through, straight down the middle, chases on to collect it. He's done on the try line.
Yeah, Darren Albert takes that well, and he's been safe as houses for the last couple of weeks under the high ball. Just let it rumble up to him then. It's now with Gardner. Mickey Hyam's come on, and now Tim Yonker's going to come on, Barry Ward being the man replaced. So both sides interchanging, as they do. 12 from 4. Helens up to the 40. Saints lead 12-0. Hooper to Lau, still looking to open his account. I was in raptures at witness, thinking he'd scored, but the referee brought it back as Long puts the ball into touch. Calderwood just lets it roll in. Scrum will be formed about 18 metres from the Leeds line, 20 metres in, with Leeds head and feed.
Yep, 18 minutes gone. The Rhinos trail by 12 points to 0. Rob Burrow to feed this scrum, and Leeds in desperate need of turning this game around. Gary Conley pulled down just outside of the 20 metre. Ferner has Mathers outside him, takes the tackle. Burrow onto Ward. He's tackled by Stankovic. Diskin to Feather. Feather pulled down on the 40-minute. Leeds finding it hard work to get outside of their own half. Diskin to Duneman. Duneman checks the goal late and is tackled by Yonkers. Last tackle now for Leeds, still inside their own half. McKenna to Burrow. Finds Sinfield. Sinfield kicks through. Straight down the throat of Albert, bounces twice, then collects it.
Yes, more or less going to plan there with the set of sixes and then putting it downfield again in centre field. Gardner coming away over the 20. Leeds just look a little lacking in idea in this opening 20. Saints have posted the points on the board, 12. 2 tries, 2 goals, and looking for more. Leeds need to get on the board if they can, and obviously Saints are going to stop them. On the 40 now, Saints in possession. Leeds up quickly. As Stankovic drives it up to the halfway, unloads it. Saints keep it alive. Helens, he unloads. Cunningham, the man brought down. Now it's long. He dabs it through. Calderwood again. I'll just let it go into touch. A scrum down will be formed on the Leeds 10. And I think, Phil, just lacking a little bit in idea, Leeds at present.
Yeah, St Helens happy just to kick the ball in the corner because they know they have Leeds comfortably inside their own half, and Leeds are kicking it back, and Saints are getting the ball on about their 30 and able to run back at Leeds. Leeds just need to lift their chins and really get back into this game. The hammer blow of 2 early tries. Keith Senior now gets the ball back to Duneman. Duneman breaking upfield. It's more like it on Leeds. They look dangerous early on with the offload game. Feather runs at Mason. Sinfield gets it away to McKenna. He's tackled by Talau. Mathers onto Ward. Ward spins but just off balance. Gets a great quick play of the ball. Finds Ferner onto Senior. Senior, superb tackle. Still Leeds inside their own half though. This is Mathers. Kicks to the corner. Chases on from Calderwood. Wellens is there. Calderwood chases. Gardner tends to block, but referee lets it go.
Yeah, and so he showed nothing wrong with that. A bit of sleight of hand, but great kick upfield, awkward bouncing ball. The centres are being contained, and Senior and Connolly, and I mean, I know he's in the veteran stages, Connolly, but he's still one hell of a player. There's no danger about that. In the centre at full-back, he gives his all. He always gets the bird off the Saints faithful, if that's the correct term for him. But he doesn't care. As Willie Talau takes it to the halfway line. 2 players that still got to come on for you, Phil. Your own Western Samoan, Willie Poachin, and Danny Maguire too, that can turn the game.
Yeah, Willie Poachin in outstanding form at the moment. He'll want to get out there and make an impact on this game. As will Danny Maguire. And St Helens penalised for offside. Ironic cheers from the South Stand. They feel it's long overdue. Sinfield kicks downfield, makes touch. Sinfield now finds Fern on the charge. Burrow to Ward. Ward in centre field, bumps off the initial hit. Diskin to Duneman. Duneman now running at the Saints defence. Richie Mathers round the back, well tackled by Paul Newlove. Burrow jinking and weaving, looking for a half gap, but Saints are alert to him, pulling down on the 10. Diskin finds Sinfield. Sinfield running at the Saints defence, finds Cummins. Cummins cuts back inside. Well taken there by Francis Cummins. Last tackle now for Leeds. Sinfield will go to the air, kicks to the corner. Connolly and Calderwood are there. It just back, it's knocked on by Eddie Gardner, picked up by Mark Calderwood. It's another set of 6. McKenna Coming into centre field, looking for a gap, puts the gas down. Tackled by Hooper. The Rhinos need to score here. Diskin to Ward, back to Diskin. On to Feather, Feather spinning in the tackle, tried to get the offload away, thought better of it. Sinfield running at the line, inside border, Feather for the line, will he make it? No, just short. Great defence from St Helens. Burrow, Saints shoot out to get him, this is Mathers. Mathers checks the ball back inside to Duneman. Duneman looking for a gap, he's pulled down. Diskin now to the short side with Sinfield. Sinfield pulled down, 2 metres short, gets the ball away to Ward. Ward spinning the tackle, he hasn't scored all year. He still hasn't scored all year. Sinfield stabs the kick through, it bounces out. St Helens knocked it back to collect it.
Yeah, weathered the storm there, Phil. 2 sets of 6, puts the Saints under pressure. Excellent kick by Sinfield, Gardner couldn't take it. Another set with Leeds there, and Ferner at that pace. What tackling that stopped Ferner. You don't usually pull him down at that range and speed. But the tackling here tonight is terrific. Yonkers up to the 40, last one for the Saints. Long the kicker. Centre field again, in between Cummins. Well, Mathers is not bothering, it's just left to Cummins, Phil.
Yeah, long going for the 40-20 there, but it just span in field instead. He's up to the 20-metre line, Francis Cummins. Keith Senior's at dummy half. He finds Mathers. Mathers gets the pass away to Connolly. Connolly tries to go around Newlove, but Gardner's there to collect him. Calderwood. Calderwood goes round Smith. Well tackled in the end by Stankovic. Diskin to Ward. Ward driving it up the middle. Good running from the Leeds prop forward. Diskin to Feather. Feather has Senior outside him. Looking to punch a hole through the St Helens defence, but he's well tackled. Last tackle now for the Rhinos. Sinfield takes it. Chase was there from Smith. It spins and Gardner collects.
Yes, no trouble this time, takes it on the full. McKenna and Connolly there to stop his gallop. Now it's with Newlove, the big man, up to the 40, just about 5 metres forward momentum. Saints still lead 12 points to 0. We've had 26 minutes of this game gone here at Headingley. Will it allow in the second row this evening on a loan spell before signing for 3 years? For the Saints for 2-4, 205 and 206. Yonkers to Hooper, Saints keep it alive. Connolly in with the tackling along with Ferner. Last one for the Saints. What's up the sleeve this time? Oh, it looks as though he's going to go for a drop then, but he blocks it over. Mathers takes it comfortably.
Yeah, just trying to cause confusion in the ranks. Stankovic was high there on the back of Mathers' head. Nothing malicious in it, just a penalty. But yeah, Sean Long just trying to cause confusion in the Leeds back line, dummy in the drop goal before dabbing it over. Now Senior, has he seen a gap here? He has, he's powered through it. Diskin finds Burrow, Leeds are on a surge. Burrow ducks under one tackle, well tackled by Jason Smith. Feather at dummy half. Goes himself, powering away, the former Wakefield man. Ball down, 10 metres short. Sinfield onto Senior. Senior bumps out of the first tackle. Burrow. Leeds just losing a bit of direction. Burrow dabs it through, it's come off. Smith has lost it. And Richard Silver judges that Smith stayed in field.
Yeah, Burrow did well there, didn't he, Phil? A lovely angle kick, and Darren Smith funneled back and just won the chase for the ball and kept it in the field of play. Good work from the veteran. Now it's with Wellens. Saints just hanging back there as Senior saw the gap. Saints just seemed to falter as Cunningham toying with the Leeds defence. Stankovic over the top now. Albert, first running chance. Senior and Co put him to earth. Last one of this set of 6. As Long puts it downfield again. It seems to be the norm, doesn't it, Phil?
Yep, that's the game plan St Helens are playing, pinning Leeds down inside their own half. Feather and Ward make way for McDermott and McDonald. Connolly, tackled by Newlove. Two of the two greats of the Super League era. Duneman onto McDermott, over the top of Hooper. Diskin to McDonald. McDonald bursts through. McDonald racing downfield, pulled down on the 40-metre line. This is more like it from Leeds. Messi play the ball, but they get away with it. Sinfield over the top to McKenna. McKenna cuts inside. Still going McKenna. Connolly at dummy half. Finds Dunham. It's the last tackle for the Rhinos. Reverse kick from Connolly. Mathers is there. Can Mathers collect? Hyam pushes it dead. And gets extra 5 metres every month. Sean Long drops out. It's a short one. Dunham has to chase to collect it. Then finds McDonald. McDonald puts the gas down again. This time Saints able to wrap him up, but he gets the ball away to Diskin. Diskin looking for the run of Duneman. Duneman runs into traffic. This is good work, and still he runs on Duneman. Great strength from the Leeds standoff. Diskin to Sinfield. Sinfield ignores the run of McDermott, finds Furner. This is where Furner's at his strongest. Brought down 10 metres short. On that little reverse ball, Furner so dangerous. This is Sinfield spinning in the tackle. Can't get the ball away, he's pulled down. Sean Long pushes him backwards. Diskin gets the ball away to Burrow. Then on to Duneman. Leeds stacked up on this south stand side. Mathers cuts back inside, still going Mathers. Mathers plays the ball, it's a mess. Connolly finds Burrow. Burrow looking for a gap. Pulled back by his collars. Diskin now. Leeds must get a score here. Dribble through from Diskin, and Wellens is there. St Helens have had the answer to everything Leeds have thrown at them.
Yeah, they certainly have, and it's a good job Gleeson got hold of Burroughs' collar there, because the little man was away. 32 minutes have elapsed of this pulsating end-to-end game. Saints have the scores. They've been over the whitewash twice. They lead 12-0, and Big Mac in at the tackle. On their own 20, blindside, Willie Talau. Senior coming over this side, bolstering the defence, and Hooper puts it downfield.
The Rhinos will be desperate to get a score before half-time. They've had the chances, but yet again failed to capitalise on them. Sinfield at dummy half finds Cummings. He's tackled by Yonkers. Diskin, reverse ball to McDermott. He runs at long, up over the halfway line. Mathers suffering from a touch of cramp in back play. Sinfield finds Furner. He's brought down on the 40-metre line. Sinfield again, the Leeds captain, doing his utmost to get his team back in this game, involved in everything. This is McDonald over the 30-metre line. It's the last tackle now for Leeds. Burrow to Duneman. Duneman, reverse kick again. Maguire's there. Maguire's collected it. Gets it back to Willie Poaching, but he's saying that Leeds knocked on. Leeds asking for the first offence, but Richard Silver says that Saints knocked it towards their own goal line.
Yeah, I think you may be right there. Obviously, it's a fair bit away, Phil. But I think Mickey Hyam knocked it back. And was it Diskin that went in? Maguire that went in, and I think he just managed to knock it forward. But I didn't know whether he was going to pick him up or actually pass it off the ground. But whether he thought the tackle was completed. But it's the scrum for Saints, and Wellens again. Both full-backs playing their part in tonight's game. Mathers has been quite outstanding at the back, and Wellens has for the Saints. Barry Ward, 6 minutes to the interval. as you say, Phil, Leeds need a score. I'm sure Saints are not going to allow them if they can help it. Easier said than done. Darren Smith, a lot of the players losing the footing. The last tackle of this set of 6 comes to Sean Long again. It's down the middle. Mathers involved, but it'll run dead at the... Oh, it's the post, Phil.
Yeah, Mathers alert to it. Tackled by Long. Yeah, no real rain to speak of it in Leeds today, but the colder evenings giving a bit of dew on the top of the ground, and that's catching some of the players out with the shorter studs on. Burrow finds Cummings. Yonkers diving into the tackle. Sinfield finds Doonerman, onto Poaching to Connolly, takes it one-handed, finds Calderwood though, comes into centre field, tackled by Barry Ward. Ward seemed to take a shot at the head of Calderwood there. McDermott runs at Cunningham. Burrow straight down the middle. Leeds looking to pen St Helens inside their own quarter.
Yeah, Calderwood coming in from a bit there from Ward and Cunningham. I mean, we're not pouncing about with a round ball game here, Phil. We're talking about high quality, high speed, body contact sport played by 2 professional sides. And what do we expect? And that's what we're getting. It's Willie Talau running cross field. Cunningham attacked in half. Saints bring it blindside. Ward, good ball there to Hooper. But Leeds, well, they read it well. Maguire and Doonerman in. Long again puts it downfield. Calderwood and Mathers again.
Mathers fields it. Calderwood in support. Ducks under the first tackle, but there's 2 there to collect. Ward and Newlove. Calderwood. Ward chasing again, gets him by the shirt tails. Senior now. Got a roll on. Key Senior pushes off one, gets it back to Calderwood. Calderwood tackled by Yonkers. McDonald. Burrow finds Maguire. Maguire running at the St Helens line, finds Willie Poaching. Poaching tackled by Talau. Hooper completes. This is the last tackle. Maguire kicks through. Albert controls it with his boots. Clear shield in there by Gardner. That time it was absolutely deliberate, made no bones about it.
But Saints get away with it, and it's Gardner again. Cunningham, darting run, passes McDermott. He comes back, gets a second bite at the cherry. Burrow comes in again. Darren Smith, just over the 40. 3 minutes to the interval and counting. Good play, Stewart from Yonkers. Quick play the ball now. Saints looking for points before the interval. Dabs it down to the corner. Cummings chases it.
Cummings collects it, then finds Mathers. Good work from the Leeds winger. Richie Mathers breaking upfield. Superb play, tackled by Darren Smith. Burrow to Doonerman, on to Maguire. Maguire looking for runners. Takes it up himself to the 40-metre line. 2 minutes remaining in the half. Poaching gets the offload away to Connolly, who juggles with it. Then finds Maguire. Maguire running at the line. Finds Doonerman. On to Burrow. Burrow ducks under. Great tackle there by Mickey Hyam. Makes a mess of the play the ball. But Hyam was holding on to his shirt. Then Hyam kicks the ball away. Now this will be an interesting option from Kevin Sinfield. No hesitation in his mind. He boots the ball downfield. He wants a try. 1 minute remaining in the half. Sinfield takes the tap, goes himself, finds Cummings. He cuts back inside. The Rhinos must score here. Maguire onto McDermott, losing a bit of momentum here, the Rhinos. McDermott dumps backwards. Burrow to McDonald. McDonald has Dunham outside him. McDonald stepping to the line. He loses the ball over the line. A massive, massive mistake by Wayne McDonald. The ball being ripped from his grasp as he was about to touch down.
Yeah, ripped 1-1, and obviously, well, I say ripped to 1-1, Phil, and the ball went dead, and yet the referee's given a 20-metre tap restart. He must have adjudged that McDonald had just lost the ball, because otherwise I think it'd have been a dropout, wouldn't it, from behind the sticks? But Wardy, he wants to go out on a high. He's retiring, he says, in a couple of weeks, towards the end of the season. Obviously, we're only 2 games left, this one and next week's. Bradford at home. He fond memories of winning the grand final last year. As Hooper kicks it through, gets the rebound. What does the referee say? It's still on the last tackle now. Long jabs it cross field. Looked as though he was going for a one-pointer, but it was well offline. Will we have time to restart? About 30 seconds of... is that the half-time hooter, Phil? Well, obviously it is. It was pretty poor that, but both sides go for half-time lemons. Saints taking the lead in the 7th minute with a Darren Smith try, breaking on the 6th tackle down the blind side, took it on the short side. Smith beat the defence. Long goal, it's 6-0 for the Saints. 7 minutes later, from acting half-back position, right by the sticks, Kieran Cunningham, trademark try. Long, no problem. Me and you could have kicked that, Phil. 12-0 at half-time. Join us for the second half. It's going to be pulsating. Right, back with you for the second 40. Round 27, Super League 8. Half-time score at Headingley. Leeds 0, Saints 12. 2 tries from Smith, Cunningham, 2 long goals. Leeds unable to break the Saints' defence. They've come close on numerous occasions. It's Leeds to restart. Sinfield puts it deep. Stewart takes it inside to Yonkers. I'm sure Ian Millwood will be pleased. Obviously, Donald Powell, he wants, well, I can't say more effort from his side, but Saints' defence has just been excellent. And I'm sure Ian Millwood will want it to carry on that way for this second 40. Ideally, Leeds could do with scoring first, as far as they're concerned. And I'm sure if Saints score first, well, that might put the Rhinos to bed. As Long puts it upfield, Mathers stops it with the foot, and he's on his way.
Good control there from Mathers. Tackled by Yonkers on the 30-metre line. This is Senior. Drives it up, tackled by Hyam and Wellens. Burrow from dummy half. Good running from the Leeds youngster. Sinfield to McDermott. Dummies to Mathers, takes it up the middle. Pulled down, 43 out from the Saints line. Kevin Sinfield running up the line, finds Senior. Senior just lost his footing as he took the ball and tried to change angle at the same time. Ferner to Sinfield, kicks to the corner, chases on, Calderwood is there. So is Connolly. Connolly collects it, Connolly spins in a tackle, Calderwood picks up, and does he score? No, it's a forward pass. Connolly's effort to try and find Calderwood drifted forward, said the referee, and so St Helens will get head and feed, but it's a positive start for the Rhinos.
Yes, obviously a couple of times Saints have been hampered under that high ball. Connolly came up there with it, flicked it out, but Saints on the break. Senior in at the tackle. Centre field, Saints brought down on the 20. Barry Ward. McDonald and Ferner. Now it's Cunningham, breaks away, offers the ball, takes the tackle. Cunningham unloads. Yonkers sees the gap, puts it back. Saints have got to be aware. as Long, well, he doesn't want to go through very often, does he? McDonald and Poaching, two big bounders there, pulls him to earth. Talau. Up to the Leeds 40. Saints unload, Mickey Hyam dabs it for the corner. Cummins funnels back. Well, he has to play it.
Yeah, does well to get out of his in goal. Just Mathers ducks under the tackle of Albert. Cummins finds Senior, steps back inside, takes on Hyam, who pulls him down on the 10. Burrow to Mathers. Mathers steps inside, but Ward has him well measured up. Burrow to Simfield. Simfield over the top to Poaching. Poaching has Connolly outside him. Poaching puts the gas down. Good work from the big Samoan. Ball carrying arm had touched the deck, says the referee, and so that's a penalty against Willie Poaching. Got to be careful here, he doesn't get marched back another 10.
Yeah, that's it. He's well within earshot, isn't he? And obviously he didn't agree with the decision. I mean, I thought he'd just played it, but obviously he got up and walked away. Referee right on the job, as Phil said. He indicated the ball carrying arm would touch the ground, the elbow. And now a chance for the Saints to extend the lead. Mickey Hyam has to take the tackle. Senior and Simfield. 25 metres out, Saints on the blind side again. Smith, Helens. Stewart was there as well. Blind side again, it's Smith. Inside to Stewart. Stewart's over. Tony Stewart. Oh, well, Leeds taken again with that same ploy on the blind side. 4 minutes of the second half gone, and Tony Stewart in for the 4-pointer. His 8th of the season, and I'm afraid Phil, Leeds are being put to the sword, aren't they?
Yeah, just as the Rhinos miss out on a try at one end, St Helens go down the other end. And it's 16-0 down. This is a mountain to climb for the Rhinos.
Saints in 4th position and just getting a bit of form together. I know they've been hotly tipped and who'd back against them. Sculthorpe, Joint, Kirkpatrick, Edmondson, Bennett, still to come back in. John Wilkin, who's 18th man tonight. And Sean Long, oh, what a beauty! What a beauty! Can the Rhinos come back from this? They've been perilously close. They've been over the whitewash twice. Pulled back for, well, obviously lost the ball once. Just in the top corner, only minutes ago. Pulled back for a forward pass after a lovely floated kick by the Rhinos was hauled back by them. But Saints have the possession. MacDonald doing the tackling. Cunningham inside to Ward. He's played well tonight considering he's got that dicky knee. Looks as though he's going to be out for the rest of the season. Cunningham now hits the straps looking for support. Ferner and MacDonald finally bring him down. Very magnanimous of Phil to say before that he's the best in the world. I think he's the best in the world too. And as Phil said just when we're coming up to the test match rugby. Long puts it high in the corner for Calderwood to take. It's knocked forward. Saints will play on, but they've lost the possession. It's all on again, surely. It certainly is. All right, comedy of errors there, but Saints putting pressure, putting the high kick on. Short side again. Darren Smith backs into the defence. 10 metres short. 18-0, the Saints are up. They're not Super League champions for nothing, are they? Loose ball there, and that's taken by Leeds.
Good take by Barry McDermott. Penalty against Mick Hyam. Barry McDermott it was that dived forward to collect that ball. Well, the Rhinos just need to get some sort of field position first of all before they start worrying about the scoreboard. McDonald. Driven backwards. Eventually dumped to the ground. Burrow finds Sinfield. Sinfield drop off ball to Senior. Senior pulled down by Cunningham and Hyen. Burrow to McDermott. To Maguire. Maguire does the gap open up for him. Talau gets it back to Mathers. Mathers looking for a gap. Well tackled by Hyen. Burrow to Duneman. Duneman looking for a gap. Tackled by Hooper. Leeds looking for a creative spark. Can it come from Sinfield? Running at the line, over the top, finds Senior. Senior dabs the kick through. Can Cummins collect? No. Well taken there by Wellens, was it?
Yes, it was Wellens, Phil. The idea was right from the Rhinos. Sinfield looking for the cut-out pass, but it went to ground. The Senior hacked it forward and Wellens bravely collected it just short of the line. 9 minutes of the second half gone. Saints have extended the lead by 6. Kicking could prove crucial tonight, just as Sinfield's kicking proved crucial in the Challenge Cup semi, which put Leeds into the final. And Saints put it back down upfield. Cummins will collect it.
He does that now, 8 metres out from his own line. Breaking upfield, tackled by Mason. Connolly to Mathers. Mathers over the 30-metre line. Connolly takes it on his own from dummy half. He's tackled 35 out from his own line. Burrow to McDonald's. McDonald's dragged down just shy of the halfway line. Burrow to McDermott. McDermott dummies, cuts back inside, tackled by Yonkers. This is the last tackle for Leeds. Sinfield stabs the kick through, chases on. Albert's there, he picks it up 6 metres away from his own line and comes across the face until he's tackled by Maguire.
Thanks, Phil. He's not had a lot to do, Albert, this evening, to be quite honest. Not had many running chances. He's fielded well at the back. Now Saints just cabbaging a little bit. Get away with it. Cries from the south stand for an infringement. Stewart plays it quickly. Now, what's the referee given? Well, an infringement. Saints penalised. Leeds have the ball. Long's asking the question. I don't know either.
I'm not sure, haven't had it explained to himself whether Sean Long is any the clearer. McDermott over the 20-metre line. Burrow finds Sinfield. Sinfield to Furner. Furner can't take it. And Saints get to come away again.
Yeah, it was a flat pass that, Phil. It was debatable whether it was forward, but it didn't go to Furner's hand. Saints came up with it. And there's young Burrow just having a second bite of the cherry at Darren Albert. But Saints have the possession. They want to play it quickly. Wellens does. Now it's with Mason driving into the Leeds defence. MacDonald brings him to earth. Little and large there. MacDonald and Burrow. Cunningham's away. Danny Ward and Senior bring him to earth. But Saints are making forward momentum. Long. Cut-out ball. Talau has it. 25 metres out. Saints pressing. Leeds want to bring fresh men on. It's Newlove. Gardner was the last one of the sequence. Will it come across? Long. Well, it's loose. The ball's still loose. Leeds have it. Saints with a right mess there.
Good work by Mark Calderwood. Kept the pressure on, and Sean Long ran out of options. Talau in his way in the end. Interference at the play of the ball from Yonkers. Chris Feather on for the Rhinos. Wayne McDonald off. Danny Ward just got back on now. For McDermott, this is Ward. Tackled by Talau. Maguire. Drop off ball to Feather. Feather up just short of the 40-metre line. Burrow to Simfield. Simfield to Furner. Furner to Mothers. Mothers caught in traffic. Hospital pass. Maguire to Duneman. Duneman over the top, finds Connolly. Drop off ball to Calderwood. Calderwood into centre field. Pulled down 35 metres away from the St Helens line. Willie Poachin finds Duneman. Onto Ward. Ward onto Maguire. Maguire flicks it back to Burrow. Burrow straightens up, then goes round the side. Looking for a gap, still going Burrow. Inside ball to Connolly. Connolly now looking for the offload. Finds Poachin, but Poachin can't hold on to it. And St Helens get the ball back.
Yeah, I think he just overrun it a little bit there, but Saints spread it. Stankovic puts it out, Hyam. Simfield comes in with the tackle, makes no mistake, bounces him to the ground. Eddie Gardner just slowing it down there a little bit, secking the ball up. Now Wellens. Centre field, short of the halfway. South Stand try to rally their team. 14 minutes of the second half have elapsed. Leeds still to score. Long dabs it upfield. I'm surprised, Phil, that Leeds haven't persisted with the high ball when they've got down at Saints' end. It's put them under pressure a few times.
It's having the possession inside the Saints half to have those kicks. Well, the in-goal judge ruling that Richard Mathers knocked that ball out. Richard Mathers having a conversation with the in-goal touch judge. He's made sure everyone knows he's here tonight. Didn't want to go unmissed without a video ref being here.
Yeah, you're right. We just turned away. We thought it was clear, just to do a bit of waffling as we do. And Saints have the possession from the dropout. Stewart, scorer of the last try for the Saints, just losing his footing. Stuart Jones on now for the Saints. Brought down 20 metres short. Hyam, darting run. Head down, pumps the legs. Centre field now, ideal attacking position. Jones, long. Hooper. Saints moving it over to that left flank. Will it come back over here to the right? Once again, the Leeds defence holds tight. Long dabs it through. Hyam's chasing it. Burrow's there. Burrow just ankle tap by Hyam. Albert takes the kick. Jones drives it up. Stankovic attacked in half. Mason comes in. Takes the tackle. Danny Ward. One of the men in there. Once again, Saints build up. Can they pierce this line? Long. Good run, Stewart. Back to Long. He put it centre field. He looks for the runners. He draws the defence in. It's now with Hyam. Just lacking a bit there, the Saints. Well, Leeds penalised this time for pulling down. Didn't look a lot in it there. It's Simfield. Both sides guilty of doing it, but they didn't look anything in that. It just a bit of roaming at the play of the ball, but Saints will avail themselves for the 2 points, Phil, won't they?
Yeah, crucially putting themselves beyond 3 converted tries. Even that at this moment in stage looks beyond the Rhinos, unless they can pull something out of the hat here. But if Sean Long can get this penalty, time is the biggest enemy for the Rhinos. Just over 20 minutes remaining. This will make it 20-0.
Yeah, Long tees it up about 18 metres out, just to the left of centre. as Phil said, he'll make it 20-0. His goal kicking's been impeccable this evening. Let's hope we've not put the curse on him. 105 before tonight, plus 1 drop. That's his 4th of the evening. Saints make it 20 points to 0 with 22 minutes of the game remaining. And Leeds look destined to drop down to 3rd position. And what games they've got next week, obviously. Pie Eaters away at Castleford, Leeds away at Hull, both crucial games. Leeds need to win and hope that the Warriors lose. How's the points difference, Phil? Do we know with Leeds and Wigan? We don't offhand. A short kick-off, knocked back, and it's gone into touch. In off the Saints player, head and feed to the Rhinos. Yes, head and feed, short kick there, Phil. Good work. Saints couldn't take it, knocked it back, and into touch it went. Pressure on now for the Saints.
Yeah, had to be a good kick. Crucial the Rhinos get this ball back. Time, the biggest enemy now. Duneman, 30 out from the St Helens line. Connolly to Poaching. Poaching drives it up the middle, over the top of Hyam. Burrow to Feather. Feather. 12 out, looked like a second stab. Burrow to Maguire, finds Duneman, round the back to Mathers. Mathers steps back into traffic. Burrow to Maguire. Maguire steps back inside, looking for a gap. But the St Helens defence have him well marshalled. This is the last tackle for Leeds. What can they come up with here? Sinfield has it. Sinfield, is he going to get tackled in possession? Needs to get the ball back. Does the Ferner onto Burrow. Francis Cummins needs to pick up. A catalogue of errors. And St Helens have the ball back.
Yeah, turnover on the 6th tackle, Phil. The idea was right, but once again, Leeds couldn't come up with the goods. It was put out to Senior, out to Cummins, then it just bounced in off his legs. It was like a pinball machine there. Cummins, Senior, Cummins, and obviously the infringement was there, and the 6th tackle turnover. Mason over the 40. 20 minutes gone of the second half, 20 minutes to go. Good tackle around the chest. Ward the man, but obviously it's knocked the stuffing out of Wellens. I think it's Wellens that took the hit. Felt the full force of that. No, it's Jones. Stuart Jones, the Saints put the ball upfield. Calderwood manages to catch it.
Calderwood up to his 20-metre line, tackled by Jones. He's quickly back in the action, one to make his mark in defence. Mathers to Feather. Feather, good running from the Leeds prop. 35 out from his own line. Burrow to Ward. Ward bumps Jones again. Rob Burrow now, going from dummy half. Tackled by Hyam. 19 minutes remain. Maguire finds Senior. He cuts back inside. Senior gets it back to Sinfield. Sinfield kicks through. The chase is on. And it just runs out of play. Cummins just couldn't get to it before it ran out of play.
Well, Leeds just haven't been able to play the game tonight. Saints have took them off their game plan, and obviously the Saints game plan has held firm. 2 blindside ploys resulted in 2 tries from Cunningham and Smith. Cunningham and Stewart, I beg your pardon. Smith scored the opener. But 10 metres from their own line. They have the possession from the scrum. Gardner come in. Stewart had dropped back to full back. Wellens is there, he's in the centre position. Saints take it on the short side. Talau, block-busting run, but taken down. Fellow countryman, Willie Poaching, in the twilight of his career. Maybe, but he's strong. He's a super strong forward. Cummins to take this ball.
Francis Cummins. Tackled by Albert on the 20. Maguire to Senior. Senior, 25 out. Burrow finds Feather. He's tackled by Hooper. Burrow to Duneman. Duneman on to Connolly. Connolly brought down, 45 out. McKenna back on for the Rhinos, Ferner off. Mothers onto Burrow, onto Sinfield, onto Poaching. Poaching and Senior outside and drops the ball inside to Senior. Senior going for the line, finds Rob Burrow. Rob Burrow away from long, still going Rob Burrow. He'll score underneath the posts. And where there's life, there's hope for the Rhinos. A great piece of play involving Willie Poaching, Keith Senior and Rob Burrow. It was like a greyhound chasing the hare as Burrow pulled away from long, the two number 7s. And as always, the hare always wins that race.
Yeah, a little bit of respite there, Phil. It paid off you that time. Playing the ball, putting the ball around, keeping it alive. That's the secret of it. Burrow got the break, and as you say, he was away like the clappers, wasn't he? He finished off well. Times against you, 16 minutes, 14 points down. It can be done. Who knows?
Well, this Leeds team has had some almighty comebacks, but this would be up there with the biggest. We thought the semi-final was over when Darren Smith went over with less than 3 minutes remaining. With 30 seconds remaining, the game looked beyond the Rhinos, and Danny Maguire raced to the corner. Anything can happen. Maguire finds Ward. The South Stand's boos have turned to cheers. Can their team inspire more? Kick ahead, Corderwood collects it, he's through, Corderwood traces it downfield, he has Sinfield inside him, he's going for the corner, will he score? He does score! The try will be given. Well, this game has been turned on its head in the space of 2 minutes. A brilliant piece of play from Kevin Sinfield, a little chip kick through, collected by Calderwood. He had support inside from Sinfield, he backed his own pace to touchdown in the corner. He hasn't helped his captain with the conversion though. But there was once a crucial conversion attempt by Kevin Sinfield on a touchline against St Helens. That tied a game up for his side. This will bring them within 10 points if he can get it. A crucial kick for Kevin Sinfield. Now Headingley's alight. Now they believe. The only noise in the stadium coming from the St Helens fans. Sinfield. He's got it! He's got it! The Rhinos are within 8 points, 20 points to 12. St Helens lead. Still a commanding lead. Time running out for the Rhinos. But anything can happen. Could have been all so different had the try been allowed in the opening seconds of the half. St Helens went straight down the other end and scored. And now the Rhinos are playing catch-up. This is Chris McKenna, tackled by Jones. Mothers to Ward. Ward up to the 20-metre line. Willie Poaching. Great tackle by Paul Whelan. Sean Long in there as well. Burrow to Ward again, on to Feather. Taking up the middle of the field. Ward feathered as well to make up to the 30-metre line. Mothers to Duneman. Duneman tackled in centre field. Last tackle now for the Rhinos. Connolly at dummy half. Sinfield chases on, stabs the kick through. It'll be collected by Danny Maguire. Maguire kicks to the corner. Francis Cummins is chasing it. Can he get there? Oh, it just runs dead. It just runs dead.
Wouldn't do you any good if you've got a dicky ticker, would it? The way as they lead two tries and 2 goals in the space of 3 minutes, and then a great break there, Maguire, and then he had the presence of mind to put the kick to the corner, and only the speed of the ball taking it dead, even though there was a Saints player there, but 2 Leeds men in contention for that ball. Saints need to settle it down, and if they can come up with the score, that would settle the match. But 20 points to 12. It's tight bottoms on seats all round the stadium as the Rhinos hit back. As Phil said, they know what they can do, and we know the Saints can do that as well. But Cunningham's back on to bolster the defence. Long puts the ball down to the corner, finds touch. It'll be head and feet to the Rhinos. So what a last 10 minutes we're going to have, Phil, aren't we?
Yeah, it's certainly going to be a sensational last 10 minutes. Well, no one at Headingley can ever complain they don't get value for money. We've seen 3 draws here this season. And some sensational rugby league. Senior takes it at first receiver, charges it up. Tackled by Talau. Sinfield finds Duneman. Duneman dummies to Connolly, is then tackled by Talau. McDonald back on. McDonald and McDermott back on. Gets the offload away to Mathers. Mathers stepping, finds a half gap. Eventually pulled down. Stankovic coming in over the top. Penalty. Stankovic was all over that tackle from the moment he got involved. It was a shame because Willie Mason had the tackle made. 2 balls on the field. Sinfield finds McDermott, charges at Jones. Still going. Maguire onto McDonald. McDonald goes through the gap. Still going. McDonald holding them off. Burrow finds Duneman. Duneman inside ball to Chris McKenna. Chris McKenna spinning in the tackle. Still going McKenna, powering his way to the line. Go for the line, Connolly! Connolly scored! And the Rhinos are within 4. Gary Connolly has scored against his hometown club. Well, they were singing Judas, Judas behind the post earlier on. How they have inspired their former hero. The conversion to come. 4 points the Rhinos trail by. Sinfield lining up the conversion attempt. Well, the conversion is good. The Rhinos trail by 2 points. St Helens let a massive lead go against Wigan earlier in the season. Will doubts be creeping into the minds of those St Helens players?
Well, that's to be taken into account, Phil, isn't it? But 23 minutes of the second half, gone to 63 in total, and Leeds were 20-0 down. 7 minutes later, and we're talking 2-point lead, 18 points to 20. Saints have got to bolster that defence. The Rhinos are on blob. Next score could win it, lads.
Well, we said how crucial that penalty was from Sean Long. That is the difference. Chris McKenna now up to the 20-metre line. McDermott. Maguire. Going from dummy half. Well tackled there by Helens. Burrow to McDonald. McDonald charging up, tackled by Hooper. The Rhinos have to be sensible now. They've got themselves into a great position. They mustn't let it slip with mistakes. There's still time. 7 minutes remain. Maguire to Sinfield. Sinfield finds Senior. Senior's away. Senior's away. Gets the ball. That's come off a St Helens man. Back to... No, that's come off a St Helens man. Richard Silverwood. Ball's gone through. It's collected. It's a knock-on. Richard Mathers play on. Richard Mathers has scored. Richard Mathers has given the Rhinos the lead. Richard Mathers has scored. The Rhinos have come back from 20 points to 0 down. They now lead 22-20. Now, calm heads are needed from the Rhinos. Mark Calder was taken out in back play. Sinfield, 10 metres out. Has he got it? He has! The Rhinos lead by 4 points. In the matter of 9 minutes, the Rhinos have turned a 20-0 deficit down to 24 points to 20. Incredible.
Yeah, I'll say incredible. There's no danger about that. It shows you how quick the game can be turned upside down. Saints ringing the changes. Kieran Cunningham came back on and he's limped off. Darren Smith's come on, so obviously Saints up against it.
Yes, the St Helens players patched up and sent out, giving their all for the side. You could see that both last week and this, players playing out of position and giving their all for their team. This is two fantastically matched rugby league teams. And how good are the playoffs going to be? This is with 2 weeks to go in the regular season. Sinfield kicks downfield, looking for a 40-20. No, back comes infield. The chase is on. Wellens collects. There's a sea of amber in front of him.
Yeah, let's get out of here, Sinfield says. He's not bothered as long as it goes down to the opposition's end. And then with Leeds with the tails up, follow it up. Back it up. And what a win it's going to be for the Rhinos if that's how it stays for the next 4 minutes. 63 minutes gone and Saints out of sight, but now it's the Rhinos in command and Long puts it downfield, looking for a mistake by Calderwood.
That's what it is all about at this level, so evenly matched, looking for errors, looking for mistakes that could turn a game. 3 minutes remain. Cummins comes down the south stand side. Maguire at dummy half finds Willie Poaching, powering upfield. Leeds must have a great completion right now. They don't want to give the ball back to St Helens. If there was one team in World Rugby League who can snatch a game at the death, it's St Helens. Sinfield kicks to the corner. Leeds looking to put the pressure on. Aidy Gardner slipped through his fingers and the Rhinos will get head and feed. 15,273 inside Headingley, and what a game those people have seen. You pay £12 at the gate here at Headingley, you get £1,200 worth of entertainment. And Headingley is alive, the main stand. The man in his suit is on his feet, clapping his hands. Maguire, looking for a gap, and looking for a trademark try from Danny Maguire. 2 minutes remain. Poaching, running at the line, still going Willie Poaching. Senior to McDonald. McDonald within 5 metres now, the Rhinos. A try now would seal it. Burrow to McDermott. McDermott steps. Keep hold of that ball, Barry. Burrow at dummy half. Maguire dummies the drop goal, then stabs the kick through. Calderwood is chasing. St Helens knock it dead, using up valuable time. Leeds must watch the short drop out here. Going for the touchlines, they're well covered. Keith Senior and Francis Cummins there. Sean Long goes for it. Senior, back to Sinfield. Sinfield dummies. Sinfield comes inside. Still going the Leeds captain. We're inside the last minute. Wayne McDonald from dummy half. Loses the ball, it's gone backwards, has it? Willie Poaching has scored. Willie Poaching has scored. The Rhinos have won. They've won this game. A quite sensational game of rugby league football. Gary Conley has seen everything in the game of rugby league, and he's running around like a teenager, jumping on his teammates' backs. And St Helens do not know what has hit them. Ian Millward's men are absolutely shell-shocked. They do not know what's hit them. What has hit them is a 28-point reverse by the Rhinos. Absolutely incredible. Look at the senior players out there. Connolly, McDermott, McKenna. They're acting like teenagers. This is something that doesn't happen twice in a rugby league player's career. Willie Poaching revs up the south stand, and we are going to have one hell of a party at the end of this game. The traditional lap of honour for the last game of the regular season to come. It looked as if it was going to be a real damp squib at 20-0 down. There was echoes of boos from the south stand. They're a distant memory now as Kevin Sinfield lines up this conversion attempt. Sinfield now completes a 100% night with the boots. There must be less than 30 seconds remaining. That's the hooter. An incredible night here at Headingley. One that will live long in the memory. A fantastic occasion and a great night to be a Leeds Rhinos fan.